It seems like Mary and Heron have completely ghosted the village of Dalton. No calls, no emails, no explanations, just vanished into thin air. And what's interesting is that this was the final village board meeting before Jason House officially becomes mayor. Naturally, people expected Haya to show up for a dramatic farewell or at least deliver a send-off speech. I still feel like she might pop up somehow, maybe not in person, but online. Still, for now, she's completely absent. I know. A lot of you were hoping for that final smoke show, the chaos, the drama, the confrontation. Some of you were even upset she didn't show up. But then again, some people are also saying things like, "Y'all are black and attacking a powerful black woman. Shame on you." Let's be real though. This isn't about her race. It's about what's been happening in our community under her leadership. Yes, some of it has been entertaining in the worst way, like watching a clown car crash into a courthouse. But the reality is, this has taken a toll on the village. If she doesn't want to step down gracefully, then for everyone's sake, it's probably best that she just steps aside quietly and spares us another messy confrontation. The village has already been through enough of this circus. So this final meeting felt more like a transition, a handoff, where the board is trying to correct a lot of the long-standing issues that have plagued the village. That's why I'm showing you this screenshot of all the businesses that have been affected. A motion was passed to override Mayor Haya's de facto veto on several business liquor licenses. This allows Mayor Pro Tem Jason House to finally sign those licenses which had already been approved by the board. Think about it. Imagine being a local entrepreneur, ready to launch your dream business in Dalton. You've got the plan, the passion, and everything lined up. But your business license is stuck, held up for months or even years because of political games. This has been the reality for many local business owners. We don't even know the exact reasons why Haya stalled the approval process. Maybe you didn't play ball with her. Maybe you said something she didn't like. Maybe you were seen with someone she wasn't fond of. Whatever the reason, your business got stuck in limbo. In some cases, judges had to be involved just to get her to sign off on basic licenses. Thankfully, the trustees stepped in. They overrode her vetoes and granted those businesses the green light they've been waiting on for far too long. It's like people were sitting for hours waiting on a Wi-Fi password, and finally, someone just gave it to them. These business licenses, restaurants, beauty supply stores, local shops, are what uplift a community. They create jobs, boost the economy, and bring life to the village. These are the things any mayor should want for the community they serve. But unfortunately, under Haya's leadership, they were held up for no clear reason. One business listed was something called the Pokemon Company. I don't know what that is exactly. Do they sell Pokeballs? Is it legit? Maybe even Pikachu is mad at Haya at this point. Who knows? But the point is, the trustees moved forward. They approved all the licenses with or without her, and since she wasn't even there, well, I think they took that as her final answer. It looks like the trustees have decided to just take things into their own hands now. One of the key topics that came up recently was the push for a forensic audit, something Trustee Belcher has been advocating for quite a while. He's been raising concerns about how money has been spent in the village, and now that there's a new administration coming in, it seems like the perfect time to finally get some clarity. During the meeting, Belcher explained why he put the audit on the agenda. He said a forensic audit would shine a light on what's been going on behind the scenes, especially when it comes to financial decisions made during the previous administration. People still remember all those heated arguments between former Mayor Hired and other officials, especially around her decision to spend large sums of village money on things like those Tahoes, vehicles she allegedly purchased with terrible interest rates, likely exploiting the village's lack of financial oversight. Companies that lease to municipalities often take advantage when they sense no one's really paying attention, and it looks like that's exactly what happened here. So the audit isn't just about cleaning up the books. It's about figuring out what was really going on and where the money went. Belcher described it as a way to get to the bottom of the financial mess and finally give people answers they deserve. Another huge piece of news came up as well, a new legal twist involving former Mayor Hayard. A motion was introduced to officially name Tiffany Hayard as a third-party defendant in the ongoing Metric Media versus Dalton lawsuit. Attorney Michael McGrath brought this to light, and honestly, at this point, Hayard seems to be the MJ of lawsuits, just piling them up like championship rings. This particular lawsuit is a defamation case filed by Metric Media, a massive Chicago-based news network that runs thousands of local news sites across the country, including South Cook News and East Central Reporter. The motion to bring Hayard in as a third-party defendant basically means the trustees believe she played a direct role in starting the mess. If this lawsuit is going down, they want the court to consider her role in it too. Allegedly, she used official village resources or made public statements that triggered the legal conflict. While the full details haven't surfaced yet, the message from the trustees is clear. She started this. To give more context, back in 2023 and 2024, Metric Media was relentless in its coverage of Hayard and the village of Dalton. Their articles portrayed her leadership like a personal reality show, complete with round-the-clock security, questionable financial decisions, and blurred lines between village and township funds. One article claimed she spent over $1 million in just 4 years on personal security, making it seem like she was both the mayor and the first lady at the same time. Another report accused her of misusing a township credit card and then hiding the receipts. And it wasn't just Metric. Media piling on. Other watchdogs and media outlets like Fox 32, the Chicago Tribune, and Edgar County Watchdogs all had something to say. Everyone was covering the chaos, including people like us on YouTube. But Metric Media hit so hard, they triggered a response. In 2023, Hayard and the village of Dalton actually filed a defamation lawsuit against them in Cook County, claiming the stories were full of lies and intentional misinformation meant to destroy her reputation. So now, in a wild twist, the village, the very one that once stood by her, is pulling her into the same lawsuit she started. If the court agrees, she might find herself on the other side of the table, defending her own actions in court, right alongside the media company she once accused. Tiffany Hayard claimed that the media reports about her weren't just opinions or exaggerations. She called them lies and character assassination with a political motive. She believed it was defamation, but Metric Media responded by saying, "We have the receipts." Their reports were based on FOIA requests, financial documents, and quotes from insiders. They weren't alone. Other outlets like Edgar Watchdog and Fox 32 also reported on her spending and lack of transparency. In the U.S., public officials like Hayard can't easily win defamation cases. They must prove actual malice, meaning the media knowingly lied or didn't care about the truth, which is very hard to prove. Metric Media likely filed an anti-SLAPP motion, which argues the lawsuit is just an attempt to silence the press. If the court agrees, not only could Hayard lose, but the village of Dalton might have to pay Metric Media's legal fees. Now that Jason House is the new mayor, he added Hayard as a third-party defendant in the lawsuit. His stance is, if this mess started with her, she's going down with it. The case is still pending in Cook County Court. No trial or verdict yet. Meanwhile, Hayard is finishing her term, and the new board is moving forward, clearing business, licenses, overriding vetoes, and cleaning up the chaos. Hayard hasn't made an official statement, but she did repost a quote on Facebook. "The world is going to judge you no matter what you do, so live your life the way you want." She added hashtags like, "I stand with Tiff and never give up." But as the narrator says, sure, live your life, but actions have consequences. If you break laws or misuse public funds, you'll have to face the results. So for now, the village is still tangled in lawsuits, and Hayard is still making headlines even as she exits the stage.